Hello. I think we finally got this right because I had just recorded an entire voiceover and nothing transferred, so that's fun. Hopefully this is right. Anyways, hey, hello, welcome back to day 8 of Artmas. I appreciate you joining in. Today we are playing around again with oil pastels. I I got these pastels from Walmart. They are what brand are they? Let me see. King Art oil pastels. I think they were like $5 for, or maybe $6 or $7. I don't remember, but they were pretty affordable. I got a bunch of colors. I think like 20 colors. And I have some thoughts, especially after just messing around with them in today's video. I don't like how dry they are. I've watched a ton of oil pastel videos and trying to get like techniques as a beginner, and I don't know. I think I might actually go to a craft store or an art store and pick up more mid-grade set of oil pastels because these were just not it. You can see in this video I was attempting to do kind of like a floral thing. I didn't really have a set plan, but I was thinking of just doing like a few different types of flowers and different colors just so I can play with the colors and the textures and stuff. And as you can see, and will see, there's a ton of crumbs from these pastels, and they weren't great with blending, and it's just not it. It was really frustrating. So I ended up pivoting entirely and just started messing around with shapes because I just wanted to test out a few different colors and see how they would blend. It did turn out pretty neat, in my opinion. I thought the little rainbow effect that I ended up doing was pretty cool. I liked the way that those blended, but I mean, overall, these aren't my favorite. I don't want to say this isn't my favorite medium because I feel like this medium would be really fun if I had a little bit better resources, but um, these are not my favorite pastels for sure. Um, I don't know how many times I'm going to say so thank you for bearing with me on that. The last time I tried recording this, I kept saying, I don't know. So I guess this time we're going to say one interesting thing about it was the colors were different textures. So that yellow that I had just used was actually really nice. It was on the softer side. I don't know, it like blended out really nice. And this pink, it just, I don't know if you could kind of see the struggle. I ended up trying to just dig the oil into the paper, and it was going on like a crayon, and some of the pastels in there, like some of the colors were more waxy and some of them are more oily, which was really frustrating to deal with. And I'm not sure if any or if every set of pastels is like that. I don't know if that's like a color thing or if it's just the way, like, the formula isn't consistent with this particular brand, but I don't know. It's just not my favorite. I did a little bit of research and I am using watercolor paper. Don't ask me what kind. I really can't remember. It was a watercolor, like Strathmore, I think. I don't know, the brown watercolor like sketchbook. I ended up having a few pieces of paper left and I cut them up and turned them into little scrap things. And I read that watercolor paper is pretty decent to use for oil pastels as a beginner at least. So I decided to use this, and I'm not really sure if that paper had something to do with how dry it felt or what, but I don't know. I'm going to keep playing around with them, and if I get my hands on a slightly better version of them, I'm probably going to go ahead and pick them up because this was really fun, and I'm really looking forward to seeing um, what I can do with blending and color theory and stuff in the future with a better quality set. I think that would be really cool. Other than that, I think that's all I really have to say for today. I didn't really have any rhyme or reason after the flower thing didn't work out, so I just kind of did this weird like blob thing, and it again at the end turned out pretty okay. Um, yeah. So, anyways, I'll go ahead and sign off here. I appreciate you joining me today. I'm gonna quit yapping so we can just enjoy the rest of this with a little bit of lighthearted music, and I will catch you tomorrow for day 9. I'm so excited to see what kind of fun thing I do tomorrow. All right, take care. Bye.